Hey class, welcome to week 4 for our small business management. Just wanted to take a brief moment to talk to you about this week's assignments. If you look at your calendar, you'll see that we do have a mission and vision statement assignment due on February 2nd. But I've actually, in the assignment details, I went ahead and bumped it to Sunday just to give you guys a few extra days, but go ahead and try to get it done as early as possible. That way you won't have to worry about it over the weekend. And I actually went in also and identified some information for this assignment in the Moodle shell. Once you get in the Moodle shell, if you'll scroll down to week 4, you'll see just some information about mission and vision statements. For this part of the assignments, you should have already by now have the logo with basically the opening slide. And just FYI on this, this is a continuation of the business plan that you're going to develop over the course of the entire semester. So it's not just, week to week you're just putting out an individual assignment. This is a aggregated assignment or assignment that's going to expand over the course of the semester. And so you should already have the PowerPoint with a logo and a concept, and then a slide after that with your description. So this would be the third and the fourth slides, respectively, which would be the mission statement and the vision statements. And this class involves a lot of creativity as far as, you creating a business concept, product or service. And so with that being said, with a mission statement, you want to start out thinking about ask yourself, what is the mission of this company? And a good way to do this is to brainstorm. Get a piece of paper, a legal pad, and start brainstorming on what is the mission of this company, what are we here to do. And primarily, companies are there to provide a product or service. So you're looking to provide that, but you just don't want to write on your mission statement, we're here to provide this product or this service. You want to, kind of add some type of degree of elevation to that. Real quick, take a quick time out to close the door. One moment. And we're back. That was quick. So anyway, example, it says, if you've read other people's mission statements for other companies, write a statement that's about you and not some other company. Make sure you actually believe in what you're writing. Your customers and your employees will soon spot a lie. Then listen, show drafts to others, and get their opinions. So it needs to be something that's honest and that makes your company sound important, and it's something that makes your company sound valuable. Don't just write, we're here to sell, product X, whatever it may be. You want to say our mission is to deliver product X to every home throughout the United States and the world. Something like that, something that really has some spark to it. It usually should be one sentence for the mission statement. And then for the vision statement, you are basically taking your mission and expanding it to a more long-term goal, usually 5 to 10 years. And with this, you want to have some lofty goals. You want to have, this is your reach for the stars moment, where you take the vision of your company and present it as something that would be a big picture. So imagine you sell ice cream. You've got an ice cream parlor. Well, your mission might be, we want to deliver the best ice cream experience to our customers. Then we want to deliver an ice cream experience that's superior to any other ice cream parlor in the United States, something like that. And then for the vision statement, we want to change the world one cone at a time, something like that. So something that is, very lofty, and but it needs to be also grounded in something that's real. So, example of this, for information on the vision statement, a mission statement is intended to clarify what and who of the company, while a vision statement adds the why and how. As a company grows, its objectives and goals may change. Therefore, vision statements should be revised as needed to reflect changing business culture as goals are met. So, you want to have a vision that is grounded in reality, but also kind of pushing the limits of what you think you can achieve. So, like I say, talk about superior service, talk about excellence. Those are the type of things that you want to mention in both mission and or vision statements. So, if you have questions or struggle with this, go ahead and shoot me an email, ask questions. I'm here to help. Email is krbradshaw@waynecc.edu. Other than that, I do have a recommendation for you. A lot of my students have Netflix. I don't know if you do or not, but over the weekends, I watched a couple of the parts of this original series from Netflix called Dirty Money. And it is a series that talks about businesses and organizations that have gone awry or had ethical dilemmas, and they ended up on the wrong side of the ethics where they made bad choices. I watched a couple of these, and two that I would recommend. The first one being Payday, and the second one being Drug Short. I watched Drug Short first because this character that you see in the picture, this guy named Martin Scarelli, he bought a pharmaceutical company, or his company bought a pharmaceutical company, that they took the price of a very cheap pharmaceutical pill and they raised the price, hundreds of percent. And it made the pill extremely expensive and difficult for patients to get access to. And, whether it's legal or not to do this is not the question. The ethics really comes into play. So it might be legal to buy a product or own a product and then create a price, that whatever you want it to be, supply and demand. I get that. But from an ethical standpoint, when people's lives are in danger because you've priced this drug to a point where they can't have access to it, that really, causes some issues. And I won't spoil it for you as to what happens with this character, but these things are very short. This was an hour long, and it's really interesting. The second one that's really interesting is this guy named Scott Tucker, and he started a payday advance empire where you go get fast cash for payday lending. This is also about an hour long, and it starts out with him seizing his Ferraris. He made over $400 million off of basically scamming people and setting up loans where people didn't fully understand exactly how they worked, and they seemed innocent, and just like they're small payday loans, but it ended up being they were ripping people off. There's just no other way to say it. They were really, this is a really interesting documentary because you get to see it from the perspective of the victims and all the other stakeholders and share in the process. And you get to spend a lot of time with Scott Tucker, who is the perpetrator, the guy who was still scamming people, and he's basically pleading his case the whole time about, we didn't do anything wrong. This is legal, yada yada yada. But it's really, really interesting, and so I would just encourage you to check it out and see what you think about this. Because I really got a lot out of it, and it's an interesting talking point. And if you watch it and want to discuss it, you can email me and we can kind of go back and forth and talk about it a little bit. So anyway, that's it for this week. If you do have questions about the mission and vision statement or anything else, drop me an email, and I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll be back in touch soon. Talk to you later.